Hey everybody, it's Lesley Hodge with eXp Realty, and I am interviewing another one of our agents today. And today I have the Pamela Anderson.
Hello.
So when you first came over to eXp, I had the funniest phone call. I remember David and I were sitting in a karaoke bar in Oklahoma City, and I get a phone call from Rob Flick, and he's like, "How did you manage to get Pamela Anderson to come to eXp Realty?" I guess that was all the buzz at corporate when they saw that Pamela Anderson was coming to eXp Realty.
Well, yeah, because they hadn't seen my picture yet.
So Pam and I go back a long time. You've been selling real estate how many years now?
11.
11. I could think of a deal that we did together in Derby, and I'm trying to think if there was a couple of more, but
I think that was the only one.
Okay, that was the one that came to mind as soon as we started talking about what we were going to talk about on this interview. I remember it's been 2 years.
Yes.
I was like, I need some help. Business was going crazy. And so I put a post out on Facebook that I was needing an assistant of some sort. I didn't even really know what that was going to look like because I had never done that before. And the first person that messaged me was Andrea Holcomb. Mm-hmm. And the second person that messaged me was you. And I had talked to Wendy Foreman down in Oklahoma City, and she says, you need to hire an assistant that is the polar opposite of you, and you need to profile test them, and you need to this and this and this. So I looked at Andrea's, and it was almost identical to what my personality profile test was.
Her disc test.
Uh-huh. And then we did yours, and it was the exact opposite. And I was like,
well, I could have told you that without the test.
Right. You know, and it's just, it's awesome. Like, you're so detailed. And I'm not saying I'm not. It's just, you know, the file stuff, that you're awesome at it. And I hate that side of this business.
Well, before I got into real estate, I was a school district secretary treasurer for 21 years. So I have a lot of practice handling details.
Yeah.
The superintendent always wanted all the I's dotted and the T's crossed, so.
So tell everybody a little bit more about you. Like, how long have you lived here? Where did you move here from? All those good things.
I was originally born in Slidell, Louisiana, which is just outside New Orleans. Very interesting place to grow up.
Why is that?
Oh, just because of the culture and the, whole Mardi Gras party theme, and that's rather, Bourbon Street. It's rather eye-opening for a small child.
Yes, even for
and
like
I saw some
adult.
things that are still ingrained in my brain that I shouldn't have seen. But we moved back and forth because of my parents' jobs, and then finally ended up back here for good right before I started high school. And then I got married right after high school graduation and just kind of stayed put.
Where'd you graduate high school from?
Belle Plaine High School.
Okay.
Not very far away, just a little suburb south of Wichita, Derby.
Yeah. So when you decided, or what made you decide that you wanted to get into real estate?
Well, without going into a lot of details, my husband and I bought our first house right after we got married. So we bought our first house at 18 and didn't have tons of money. So we were in a low price point.
Sure.
We knew we were buying a fixer-upper, but it turned out to be a money pit.
Uh-huh.
And we actually bought it from the mother of a guy we graduated high school with.
Okay.
And at the time, as soon as she received the contract and her agent was going over it with her, she's like, please do not sell it to these kids. Please do not sell this house to these kids. It's needs too much work.
Right.
They're never going to recover from this.
Right.
And her agent, unfortunately, she's retired now, I'm not going to mention names, of course. Her agent was more concerned with closing the deal and getting paid, and basically almost forced her to sell it to us.
Wow.
So from that point on, even though it took me 20 some years to do it, I always thought, I want to get into real estate. And I vow to never treat my clients like I was treated.
I've actually tried to talk people out of houses on multiple occasions. And I've had only one person that I tried to talk out of that actually still went and bought the house.
Well, yeah, but I mean, as long as they know and they make an informed decision, it's like I tell all my buyers when I'm showing a house, it's like I am going to point out the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yep.
If I see it, I'm not a home inspector, but if I see something that concerns me, I'm going to point it out to you, and then you can form your own decision.
Yep, you're the boss.
Right.
You're the one that has to pay for it.
But I'm not going to, pretend I didn't see it.
No.
That's just not right.
So when you got in the market, it would have been 2009, right?
Oh yeah, fun times in real estate.
So what was it like in 2009 compared to today's market?
Oh, well, polar opposites. The 2009 market, kind of crashed in 2008, 2009. So there were tons of short sales, which I avoided. Mm-hmm. But, it was hard. Now it's just crazy market. And
it's hard in a different way.
Right.
That's how I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
It's like, it was hard then to get the qualifications and all the hoops that you were having to jump through to get those banks to approve the short sales. The only thing short about a short sale is the name part of it.
I always said they were short on money, long on time.
There you go.
That's how I defined them to my buyers.
Now it's like the challenge is getting the offers accepted with multiple offers and like all the other crazy that's going on.
Getting them in fast enough. If you don't have your contract submitted within the first 30 minutes it's been on the market, you can kiss that house off, but goodbye.
Yeah, it's been pretty wild. I know our coach is like, you'll never see this again during your real estate lifetime.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, good.
Yeah.
I don't think my hairdresser's seen that many more gray hairs, but I'm definitely feeling like I've got a whole head full of them at this point.
Yes, I can understand that.
So what are some of your goals for 2021?
Well, I want to obviously start ramping back up.
Yep.
I won't go into huge details, but I took a little bit of time off to deal with personal issues. And now that those are all dealt with, it's time to start diving back into my career.
Pam 2.0.
That's right, Pam 2.0. Revamp and get back to work.
Yep. I think that'll be good. I mean, you've got such a good foundation and people that have loved working with you because of how detailed you are and how real and honest you are with them.
Right. I mean, it seems like I would say probably 95, 98% of my clients are our friends for life. I mean, it's like we get that close and we bond. So it's like I still communicate with them even, from 11 years ago.
Right.
So
how many companies had you been with before you came to EXP?
EXP is my third brokerage.
Okay. And do you notice anything different here versus there, or things you liked better there versus here, anything like that?
We have a lot more freedom with EXP to basically brand ourselves the way we want to be branded,
right.
Conduct our business the way we want to conduct it, but yet we still have all the technology available to us 24/7 whenever we want it. And I'm very much a 24/7 person. I don't sleep well at night all the time. So, if I want to hop on and take a class at 3 a.m., it's there.
Right. Yep.
And then it usually makes me sleepy and I can go back to bed.
Yeah. I know it's like the other night when I wasn't sleeping, I'm messaging you at sending you an email. I wasn't going to message you at 5 a.m. and you're responding back. And I'm like, oh, she's up.
My day already starts at 5, so.
Mine starts at 5 if we're traveling. That's pretty much it. Go hit the airport and then we're gone.
Right.
Obviously not this year. It's like we're needing that escape and we can't escape.
And you can't.
COVID.
Right.
So,
I have a very needy dog that, breakfast is at 7 a.m., but she thinks if mama's not awake by 5, then it's going to be served late.
Well, does it take you that long to serve it?
Well, no, I don't even serve it. She has an automatic feeder.
Oh, geez.
But she's worried. It's like, I have to wake mom up at 5 because the machine's supposed to feed me at 7.
Oh my gosh. So you even have that automated.
Yes.
Your business and the dog feeder are automated.
Well, I had to because I was gone so much there for a while, and it's like I started feeling guilty about her eating, dinner 3 hours late, and
Right.
so it's like, okay, we have to streamline this process.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate you being here with me today so that I can introduce you to everybody. And some of our agents, even, we've had so many coming on that are brand new that we haven't seen. You haven't got to see face to face since we haven't got to meet a bunch. But I know you've been such a big help to them. I get all these text messages. Pam is so awesome. She was so good at helping walk me through this, blah, blah, blah. So this is what Pam looks like. If you've talked to her on the phone and she's helped you, because she's been a huge help to us. I appreciate everything you do for our business.
I'm happy to help
for
anyone.
all of the agents you are, and just such a great leader in that regard to really, I think, the community of real estate agents. So I appreciate you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you too, and I appreciate everything that EXP offers their agents.
Me too. So if you have any questions about what EXP offers their agents, definitely reach out to Pam and ask her all sorts of questions, or reach out to me or any of our other EXP agents. We're all happy to share our information and collaborate with you. So thanks for tuning in today and watching our interview, and we will see you next week with some other interviews.
Bye.
Bye.